from, the last time I had my eyes on him on the football field. Great leader, Hunter, Billy Dimes. I mean, those guys are. I mean, it's just a good group. All of them. They, Street's done an excellent job with them, and they're all competing. And we it's practice and scripted and all that. So get 2 scrimmages. That's all they give us. Within the rules, you get two true scrimmages, and then you get we'll do a situational all thud day on Monday. But you get 2 live days, and then you've got some other practices where you'll have a period here, a period there, where you can go live, but that's it. So that's what we'll have to make a decision on as far as everything that's going to be around them and all that stuff. But quarterbacks have handled their business.
Speaking of the quarterbacks, I guess you've known Danny Pearman's son Trent his whole life.
Yeah.
How neat has it been having him start camp along with your youngest Clay?
Yeah, well, that's great. They've grown up together, and man, Trent's he's a 2-time Gatorade Player of the Year. Guy never lost a game. Back-to-back state championships, and I saw him play. I mean, he needs a year in the weight room. Same thing with Clay. Clay's a really good little player, and needs a year in the weight room, get stronger. But both those guys have a lot of confidence, and great to get it going, and kind of a dream come true for them to have the opportunity to start their journey.
Trey's wearing your old 88. How do you like that?
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
You said there are some, I guess, dings and injuries that won't keep guys out of the game active. I'm just curious, are there any that are going to miss an extended period here in the next?
Yeah. We'll have a couple guys probably that just banged up. We got one guy get a hematoba, being just a crazy deal, but he's fine. Just kind of swelled up, so they got to drain it. The other guy banged up his shoulder a little bit, but again, nothing that's long term or anything. They'll miss a little time.
What have you seen out of Kylan Griffin so far? Are you happy with his progress?
Great young prospect. A lot on his plate. A little lost after 5 days of installation. Just getting here in the summer. Not a mid-year, so just a smooth athlete, but a lot to learn.
Seems like there's been a lot of NFL scouts out, particularly watching the defensive line. Has that been more than normal, and just what kind of opportunity is it for those guys?
Yes, it has. It's been. We always have guys here, but we've had a lot of guys here, and they've stayed a while. Some years they're here, drop some donuts off and watch a little tape, and then they're gone. But some of them have been here 2 days. So I guess we got some guys they like. So it's a good opportunity for our guys to be evaluated. That's awesome. We got a lot of guys that I think have pro potential, and it's good for the young guys too. To know that if you come to Clemson, you're gonna have that opportunity to be evaluated. So I think since I've been the head coach, I'm second in draft picks. So we've had a lot of guys get the opportunity, and got another big group. Last year was not a big group for us. All these guys are back, so hopefully they'll do what they're supposed to do this year, and a lot of them will get the opportunity next spring.
With Trey, was it just a minor procedure on his leg that he had?
Yeah, it's just his knee.
Okay. You mentioned
Scope.
You mentioned Keith Adams Jr. Any other younger guys or reserve guys that have stood out with the hats on these last 2 days? Not really. They're all doing good. Let's kind of see where they are a little bit more, and let's get through the scrimmage and get through our personnel meetings and really see who's sticking. But they all look good. I'm not disappointed. They're all athletic. I'm really pleased with the whole class.
Back to Hunter Johnson. He's kind of a unique situation. He's an older guy, but he's kind of new here. I mean, what do you expect from him? How does he fit in?
Yeah, great leadership. He just wants to coach, and he's just soaking it up, man. I think he's living his best life right now. I think he's really enjoying. He loves Clemson, and being back here, and with a completely different experience and just perspective. Life brings perspective when you get older, and he's engaged, and he's just a very self-aware, very knowledgeable, and so confident. I mean, look at him out here. I mean, he's out here working with Cade and these guys. I mean, just he gets it. He gets it on every level. I mean, he's experienced just about everything at that position. So he's having fun. I think he's just having fun. He's taking advantage of his reps. I mean, he's super talented, and I think he's kind of found his joy again.
Does he kind of look like a coach already, or is he just concentrating on being a player for now?
No, he's concentrating on being a player, but he's got those characteristics. I mean, he's just a nurturing guy. He loves to help, and he watches everything, pays attention, and he's got the knowledge of a coach.
How valuable is having his voice in that room with DJ and Cade?
Yeah, it's valuable to have his voice and his arm and his feet because, as we all know, man, that position is critical. And, I mean, we're really, really, really blessed. I mean, really fortunate to have the guys that we have because I really think they can all play. I mean, obviously those three guys, but, that gun Billy Dimes can play, and Hunter Helms is smart as crap and knows every detail of everything, and he's an accurate thrower. All of them could go play, and super excited to have Trent, joining them. So it's just a really, really good functional room, and we have not had that type of functionality. We've had to kind of create it here and there, but it makes a big difference.
When you look at all these young defensive backs, Jaden Lucas and Toriano Pride, Sherrod Koval, who's got a lot of confidence, is this maybe one of the best younger groups that you've had since you've been here?
Yeah, and then you throw in Nate. He's just he's just getting going as well, and Makuba. Those are true sophomores rolling in here. So it's a really talented group. It's a diverse group. They all can run, but we've got a lot of good pieces. So just coach has done a great job of recruiting the right guys.
You mentioned the pieces and being able to move like Makuba around. There are several others who are very versatile. Is this one of the more versatile defenses you?
Yeah, and I think a lot of just knowledge. I mean, a lot of them got like 5 safeties that really understand how to play, and they can play free. And it's not easy to just you think, oh, I'll play free, I'll go play strong, and it's just really not that easy. But we got a lot of guys that can play either spot. We got several guys that can go play our nickel, which isn't easy either. And then I love our toughness. I love our length, and just we've really grown up technically at corner. Man, Fred's having a really good. It's just really good to see. Really good to see him. He's healthy, and he's doing a nice job. All those guys, man. Sherry, his confidence is at an all-time high. The way he finished last year, he's a kid that lost his confidence as a sophomore, and but man, he's found himself, and he's put the work in, and he's just learned how to play within his skill set, and he's maximized his body and all that. So I mean, it's just a really good group, and he's been a great leader. And then Malcolm Green, getting him going, he's healthy. He's been banged up a lot since he's been here. So hopefully we can just keep going down the track we're on, because we'll have good depth.
Yeah, but you talked about Beau Collins being one of the more advanced freshmen you've had on a short list of those
Yep.
guys. What have you seen from him developmentally that says he's tracking in the direction those other guys were?
Beau has handled himself like a pro. That well, that's what's so saying, dress for the job you want, right? I mean, he's handled himself like a pro from the moment he got to Clemson. I would say he and Shipley are 2 peas in a pod as far as like from the day they got here, and nobody had to tell him anything. Nobody had to lead them. They're just advanced guys, maturity-wise, and that's who Beau is. Beau is incredibly smart, incredibly detailed. He's polished. Can play anywhere. You can play him he can play all 3 positions, not only physically but mentally. Just an outstanding young talent, and he's done a great job with his body and maturing, physically over the past year. But you just don't ever have to worry about Beau in any area of his life. It don't matter what it is. He's going to be above and beyond, and it just translates to every area of his life and the game.
Anybody else? Thanks, Coach. Nope, go ahead. Any pleasant surprises so far?
Yeah, the punters. Like I said, if you were that first practice, it literally might have been the worst punting drill I've ever seen. And it just goes to show you how it's different. You know, it's one thing to come out here where there's no pressure and you just, take a picture, frame it up, and launch it, and then all of a sudden you get all your teammates out here and a little peer pressure, a little competition. The coaches are here, and you tighten up, and and then the media's all out here, and they know y'all gonna write bad things about them, and oh my God, they better go draft somebody. The punters are terrible, and and so, but that's good, and that's been awesome because I was mad the whole rest of that day at practice, and but they've responded. I mean, it's been encouraging, So we've had 3 days that we've punted, and then 2 of those days we've had competition post practice. Everybody around, I mean, just trying to really create some intensity, and then win or lose. I mean, we've had some good stuff, and so to see them respond, that's from where I was day one to where I am now. That's the most pleasant surprise that I've had. So
Better knock on Will's head again.
Yeah. There you go.
Sounds like you need us to watch more practice.
Yeah. I'm telling you. Jeez. Yeah, my goodness. So,
Amen.
next time.